Pao, welcome to the podcast. It's so nice to have you on.
Thank you so much, Rich. It's my pleasure.
I've known you a long time, a real long time, from I think when you first rolled in all the way to now. You've always been involved in interesting things. Um, and today we're going to talk about more interesting things. But first, real quick, make an introduction of who you are, and just so we know your background and someone listening who's meeting you for the first time knows what you're all about.
Okay, well, my name is Paola, but I go by Pao. And I've been in Nosara for like the last 13 years. I am originally from Peru, but I spent half of my life in Costa Rica. I did college in the city and been in different beaches like Jaco, Tamarindo, and end up here in Nosara, which God had an amazing plan for me. So I'm here.
Hey, we'll get back to you in just a moment. Go ahead and introduce what we're talking about today and what's it all about.
Yes. So I am the vice president of the Nosara Surfing Association that was created this year. And basically, we're just an association of, members of people that love surfing so much and the community and have so much hope for like the future, the kids, the youth, and everyone as a community, like surfing community. So we are excited to put so many things together to grow and to have fun and to help out kids in our, local community and everyone else involved. So yeah.
Okay, so you caught my attention on all fronts. I love surf and I love helping the local kids. And this is the first version of the Asociacion de Surf Nosara that I've seen that's focused on helping directly. Even some of your big heavy hitters have even come on the podcast. Chada, like for example, a very opinionated, strong fellow who's out there saying, "Hey, let's get together." Like it's beautiful. It warms my heart. I think it's very, very good. So I want to celebrate that. Tell us about the Triple Crown. Just explain that one real quick, and then explain what you meant by getting to the local people and your association with dream catchers and that type of stuff. Just fill us all in. Go ahead.
Yes. So the Triple Crown is the contest that we wanted to put together to like come back as an association, because we have tried in the past to make it happen, but it's been a little bit hard. But we have made it this time. We have a strong team together working for it. And so Jordan is the vice president, Jordan Lopez. And
hey, shout out Jordan. I hope he's doing well and recovering well.
He is, little by little, but he was like, we got to do the Triple Crown. I don't know if you know, but this has been going on in the last years. Before, the Triple Crown has been happening for like a couple of years in the past. So we were like, okay, let's do it. And so we did. We started with Austinal, then we were planning to do Garza, like the outer reef, but because of the conditions, it was a little bit hard, like the storm and being out there with the boats. So then we switched it to Barigona, which you competed and got fourth in longboard. Congratulations for that. And then we have the final coming up in a couple of weeks in Guiones. So yeah, the main idea was just to start with a fun contest and bring the association name back and be like, here we are to, do tournaments and be together as a community, all of us, all nationalities, colors, everyone that just love the ocean. And along with that, we're trying to include, boys, girls, youth, giving them wild cards as well to like encourage them, because it has been noticeable that we don't have many in our community. We don't have many groms or, little kids signing up for it. So we really want to target that.
Why does it make a difference to reach out to the kids? Because some people just think of surf contests and they think of the people just wanting to compete, and they might not understand you guys' intention is uniting our place. Nosara is very interesting. You have people from everywhere, all over the place now. And some people might just think of surf contests. Well, I'm not a competitive surfer. Why is this important? You guys have a very different angle on this one. This has my attention full force. Can you explain why and how and what you're doing?
Yeah, well, we don't want to lose the focus of what the essence of surfing is, which is fun, right? And all being together and enjoying the moment, the the beautiful creation that we have around the ocean, the waves, the place that we are blessed to live in, right? Like Costa Rica, Nosara, all the points that we're choosing to make the tournaments super consistent, like good waves, right? And so we just don't want to, although it's important because, you know, there are some competitors that are even using these tournaments to train, like Sean Forrester from Samara. He has like, you know, he's competing like international, but he's been like using these to, right, like as a training. So it's good for them, but we don't only want to focus it in just competition, but also, right, like have fun with everyone, and bring in the kids and encourage the kids to be like, even if you don't know much, you know, you can grow here, and we can teach you, we can help you, and yeah, just make it fun more than anything else.
Oh man, it's a beautiful premise. I get fired up about this because in Nosara, well, also on the podcast, we talk about everything. I've talked about everything, and a lot of the challenges in Nosara is very daunting. It's very easy to get upset. It's very easy to get frustrated. It's very easy to get down. What scares me the most, if I can just be super upfront, what scares me the most is that the community went from agricultural to tourism like that. It was
Mhm,
so fast.
mhm.
And if the local kids don't have the right examples, the right models, the right education systems, the right opportunities, how in the world are they going to make it and get jobs and own businesses like you and like so many of the other people? Just look at all the success stories from the Nosara Tico, Agua Tibias. I'll just go down the list, and that needs to be lifted up to where the kids see that and they're like, hey, I have a future, I can make it, I have hope. And your contest is doing that. You're bringing young kids who can see and even participate with and get involved in the whole thing. So anyone from a competitor who's looking to progress their career all the way down to just helping a little kid who might be back, I call it behind the trees, like that doesn't have hope and doesn't have education, or maybe doesn't even have the right parenting system to help guide them. You guys, by creating fun, you're accomplishing so much, and I hope that it promulgates and keeps going. And I hope that we don't get lost in the bad or the sad, because with a growing town, we have bad. There's no hiding this. But instead of getting mad about it and fighting amongst ourselves, we need to point our anger in the right direction. This is my opinion. And right now, through the Associacion de Surf, which you guys have, is a phenomenal chance to unite. I really strongly suggest you guys make a list of legal surf operations that people can look to, because right now you have people coming into town that takes away jobs from you guys, and that's unfortunate. The way we can solve that, the government's not going to be able to enforce it, I don't think. The way we can solve it, though, is when people come to town, it's like, hey, here's your list of what's good, like go follow this. And I think the Association de Surf Nosara, I think you guys are wildly powerful if you can hold it together. So keep these contests going, keep making this happen. And we got to get the people who come in to want to support it. And that just becomes a way of life. That's what I'm hoping for. Thanks for hearing me out on this, by the way. I think about this stuff all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And I live there and I'm watching it all happen. And I feel like Nosara is at a spot where it's like at a precipice where it really can go this way and turn into a standard town, which we don't want, or it can turn into a model for the world. I really feel like that. So I don't want to lose hope. And you
Mhm.
guys are giving me hope. So, well, that's the inspiration for this rich rant. And I've got more, but I just, I hope that your message gets out there. And thanks for coming on this platform to support it. What else would you like for people to know? What do you guys need the most? Is it money? Is it awareness? Like, use this platform right now to speak from your heart and put it all out there.
Mhm. Yeah, so the last event is coming up in the next 2 weeks. It's happening on August 17th, if I'm not mistaken, which is a
Yep.
Sunday. And yeah, we would love to have more support from like local businesses, or just people that love, you know, surfing and wants to be involved in any way, like awards or even money. We're trying to really like put the money out there for rewards as well. You know what I mean? We're just kind of like giving it back at the same time. So people is encouraged normally, and the competitors that are getting out there can now also have funds to use it and stuff, right? But like normally in contests in Costa Rica, you don't get much than a trophy, which is okay. But you know, as we have a strong community of people wanting or willing to like really give, we also want to give that back to the contest. So I will say to, looking at the tournament coming up, that will be one thing. But also something very important that I want to say out there for everyone listening, is that we're just a group of, 10 members because it's legal how it needs to be, but the association is everyone. And we are open to really have everyone involved as much as they want with ideas and support. Like, we need you guys. Like, this is not just about what we think or how we want to do things, but we want to come out with a great plan for our community, for how we can have a list of things to present to tourists coming, and how they can support Nosara, and how they can be respectful in the water, and how they can help and support our kids, local kids in Nosara that don't have the opportunity to be in the ocean every day like we do, right? And the resources or a surfboard. And like, we just are starting doing this, and we would love everyone to just come to us and with ideas and supports and anything. We're really open, because we're doing this for Nosara, for our town, for our kids, and we're super excited. But just wanted to put the invitation out for everyone.
Right on. That's a lot of info. Let me just say a little bit of it back. So to help with this coming contest, businesses or individuals could make a donation because you guys are directing the money to a cause. You're actually trying to pay some prize money and give
Right.
inspiration and let people actually do something and not only feel good, but just maybe they can just make it to the next event or even put some gas in their car or whatever the situation is. Anyone can give back to that. Also, if they might not have money, they could give back. They could give towards prizes of any variety, anything from shirts to hats to all the way to packages at a hotel or a house or something, which is awesome. This is all fantastic. So you're uniting everyone to give back, and it's not just a core group. So thanks for clarifying that. Is that accurate?
Yes, that is accurate.
Okay. And then for ideas, can I put one in? Actually, this isn't mine. I want to give credit where it's due. Adrian from Agua Tibia. I was asking him to come on the podcast because he's a model.
Yeah.
And he shared something on social media about how Ticos are making less money than foreigners and whatnot. And that got me thinking. I'm like, yeah, this is what happens when you don't empower the locals with the systems to get the higher paying. This is how this works. We need to avoid it. So it kind of got me thinking and dialoguing with him. He shared a phenomenal idea. It was more of like an awareness day, almost like in my mind, I was like seeing a parade. And he was thinking maybe we'll go to local businesses during the low season. And my addition to his idea, so this is all his idea. This is my insight. We need to do this at the start of the high season. We should do an awareness day that November 1st or 15th, or maybe the day after Thanksgiving, but any day that catches attention. The people who live in Nosara, they're full time, are already generally giving back. They're tapped out. I get asked for money multiple times in one day frequently. We need to get money from the people who have it. Like the people who are coming to Nosara have money, and they don't know that if they hired the surf instructor that they met that's not living there full time and not part of it, they don't know that they took away jobs from local Ticos who are working their butts off just to make it in an expensive, competitive town. You know what I'm saying? Like if we had an awareness day, what if we did like a parade? All the businesses shut down for say half a day, just half a day. And we did like a parade type. They have parades for all kinds of things. Why can't we do it for this? Why couldn't it be like an awareness day of, hey, here's what we care about. We care about our septic systems. We care about our nature. We care about our environment. We care about hiring the right people. If you're all the way from, but not just surf, not just this, like right now in Nosara, we have lots of people aiming different directions and shooting their guns different ways. What if we unite? Like yesterday, I put up a little short of Chada saying, hey, when developing towns grow, people worry about their own pockets. Why don't we worry about one pocket of the future for the whole place? That's a brilliant quote. Like that it seems like to me, I'm getting excited. You can hear my voice. You guys are knocking on the door of something really good that could truly change stuff. So I'm encouraging you. You guys should do that. Have a freaking awareness day to kick off the high season. Great. You're coming to Nosara. Here's what we hold dear. And then your association put a list of approved vendors that are legal, that are legitimate, and people will want to do that. But the people coming in, they don't know. I'm telling you, Pat, they don't know. A lot of folks, I'm hearing this more. They're thinking, well, people don't care. It's all gone. It's all gone to hell. That's not the right type of thinking. That doesn't fix anything. The people who come in actually want to support the locals. They think they are. even the people who are building these mega houses that maybe you and I are like, holy crap.
Mhm.
I'm telling you that for them, that might be a small house. There might
Yeah.
be more money accessible to solve our problems than we've ever had before. I don't want to fight amongst ourselves and miss it. Like that's not, that's, I'm speaking from my heart here. So I encourage you guys to do stuff like that. I'll support it. I'll be behind it, but I just lean into what you're doing and keep it going. Don't give up. There's more chance to solve Nosara's issues right now than we've ever had. Also, there's not much time left. The clock's ticking. The town's getting
Yeah.
condensed. So thanks for hearing me out on all those points. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you. You have like amazing ideas and we want you by our side. Please just, keep working with us and just giving us all these, great ideas that you have and knowledge. And yeah, that's where we're, you know, working to go towards. And so we're excited, taking little steps, but like trying to make it right and just, achieve our goals. But we are super excited for what's coming.
Hey, keep doing it. I'm excited too. This is
Yeah.
this version of the association is the healthiest and best and most productive I've seen. 100% behind it. And please go unite some of the people who are maybe getting older, maybe they're getting a little bitter. Give them hope. Keep going. Um,
Yeah.
don't stop. This is the time. Like whether you or I or anyone else, let's just say we disappeared and we left Nosara today, just gone. Someone's filling that spot, and
Yeah.
whatever we need, whatever we do, we need the kids coming up to have a hope and a model and a thing to aim for. If we take that away from them or don't give that to them, that's how people from other areas just come in and fill all the jobs. So it's not, there's no place on the planet. Look at Hawaii, the Caribbean, Mexico, all of Latin America, everywhere. There's not a single spot where a surf town has operated where people were just like, I'm from here. I don't need the skills. I don't need the knowledge to operate. It's not like that. People will come in and fill that. That's how supply and demand works. So what I want to do is supply the local populace with the information, knowledge, and the talent and skill sets so that they fill the demand and it balances out. Then people from here can actually survive and make it and thrive. And that's how we need to do it. So I think
Yeah.
you guys are pointing the right direction. Hey, thanks for helping the shout out. I want to give a shout out to Dreamcatchers. Your association has got with them, starting with the Garza roof. We did a little bit of coverage of that, but we need to keep that going. That's a beautiful thing that you're up to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to Cynthia. She's awesome and she has a big
Yes.
heart for all the kids. And Marcelo and Chata, which are both part of the association. They're both members. They have been working with the kids every Sunday, especially youth. And it's been amazing. And that's definitely one of our main goals, to bring in more and more kids and not just only do it as, but bring in all the surf schools and even the people that don't teach but like love surfing, and get everyone involved to just be a good model for those kids and show them what we love, which is surfing, and how they can use that as a great tool in life, right? Especially here in Costa Rica, the tourism, like teach them English and surf, and so yeah.
Many thanks for what you guys are doing. Thanks for coming on the podcast. Let's bounce back to you, but real quick before we wrap this up, need to ask you a couple of quick questions. First, what are your 3 favorite restaurants around the area, and what do you like to get there? In no particular order, but if you had to pick 3, what would they be?
Well, I love Rosie's. I love local food. I love tandoor. My husband has taught me to love Indian food, and now I'm in love with it. So like tandoor is one of my favorites. And then I just love the Luna because it's really like nice view, most for like the place that is beautiful. But the food is great too. But yeah, I love cooking, honestly, so I don't really go out much, but yeah, those are great.
Nice. So, okay, Nosara likes and dislikes. On the podcast, I want to be real. Like, what's your likes for you, and then what are your dislikes for you?
Likes, just the lifestyle, the waves, the consistent of the waves, the beautiful weather and the place that we live in, my people, my church, everyone. Um, and dislike, honestly, being really honest, the roads. I'm like, I've been here for so long and it's kind of like, okay, I think it's time, guys. I mean, they are working towards, like, if you look at Nosara town, little by little, it's being more and more paved. And what they did in Mangiones, it's beautiful, like amazing job. But it's something that I'm really looking forward to just have everything taken care of because our cars get damaged. It's kind of like a lot, our road section L, it's like, oh, but yeah.
I lived in the L section for 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I have footage. Hey, I have a decent L section story one time. You know the guy in the little blue truck who brings things, he delivers stuff that we see
Yeah.
frequently. One time, well, back in the day by the Basquera, you couldn't even pass through there in certain parts of the year. One time I pulled him out twice, um, going each direction. And oh my gosh, the L section road's so bad.
They just fixed it right now because apparently, I don't know if it was the president was coming to town, but everything has been fixed, so it's good, but it gets damaged really quick.
It
All the
does. So
trucks
Pilata
and stuff.
Road,
Oh,
you know how
yeah.
they touched it up for the politicians. Pilata's been bad. They
Yeah.
the locals. Now I live in Pilata. We actually had to pay to fix the road, but the everyone's upset because it looked like the municipality had fixed it, but they hadn't. So everyone's mad about the road. You're okay to bring that one up. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Hey, is there any shout outs to anyone that you'd like to get out there? I know Oscar was trying to hop on, but we were trying to get our schedules all to line up. I want to give him a big shout out and we'll get him in on the next one too. But is there any big shout outs that you want to send while you have the platform?
Well, first of all, just all the members from the association that have been patient and have been really, working hard to achieve the goals. And so shout out to the team and everyone in the community that, is really willing to be involved and believe in this, and also to all these sponsors because we have been supported by so many people. Sendero is our main sponsor. And then we have so many, you can see it in our post, we're like mentioning all of them, but so grateful for everyone that really is willing to support our community, willing to support this event and the association itself. So shout out for everyone out there just believing in us and our project. Yeah.
Right on. And how can people find you to learn more?
So we have Instagram, we're like in social media. That will be our main, way to find us. But then hopefully we have people even coming to us and being like, hey, I can build a website for you to support you, like for free. And we're like, wow, that's awesome. So hopefully we'll have a website soon.
All right, so website on the way, but in the meantime, go to Instagram. And can I
Yeah.
ask one last question?
Yes, sir.
To make donations, could people use surfboards? It seems to me like that would be something that we could tap into to arm the local kids to have something to ride.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people with boards just kind of laying around, maybe not doing too much. Could
Mhm.
we maybe lean into that a little bit and collect those things and get them out there?
Yeah, that would be amazing. And I will also encourage people to come not just with the boards, but come out with a plan, come out with a fun activity that you can do as you bring the boards, So be like, okay, I have 5 boards, I have 5 people for Saturday, bring 5 kids, and we're gonna teach them. And then at the end of the, day, we're gonna give them their own surfboards. So like we're just not
Whoa, that's a great
with like
idea.
so we're just not like stuck with a lot of equipment, but we're also working it together because this is not just us, right? It's like everyone. So
Nice.
that'll be awesome. Yeah.
So even if they don't have a board, they can come with an idea and that still
Oh,
counts.
totally. Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
And we need people like with Dreamcatcher, with all the kids. They have a ton of kids and like we need volunteers, right? Like, so that would be super helpful as well. Hands.
I
Yeah.
think Dreamcatchers is doing one of the best jobs I've seen in recent years of getting direct to the source, like to
Yeah.
where it needs the most. And
Mhm.
I know they're new and people might not know about them just yet, but I've had my eye on them for years, and like I'm very very pleased, and I hope that people will look into them further and lean into it more because that's the type of system that we need. It's good stuff. And thank you guys for getting involved from the bottom of
Yeah.
my heart. And thanks for letting me help you get it out and let me know
Yeah.
whatever I can do. I'm behind it 100%. Thank you guys for
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Thank you. We're super grateful to you, Reach, and Surfing Nosara, and everyone in town. So thank you so much.
All right, let's make it next year. This time we have an update, and it's just snowballed into a
Yeah,
whole bunch of good.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, good luck at the contest on the 17th,
Okay.
and we'll talk soon.
Pura vida. Woo.